Imagine you work countless hours a week. You wake up early and you go to bed late. The work you do is grueling on your body. Would you still take this job? Oh, I forgot to mention, you don't get paid either. I know what this is like because I participate in football and it's true. This is also what it's like being a college football player. The NCAA refuses to pay their players, which I believe is morally wrong and corrupt. It's different from the high school level because they are generating revenue for the NCAA. Today, I will try and point out the facts and evidence of why these players should get paid. The NCAA makes billions off the hard work and talent of these college football players. They get away with this by branding them amateurs and student athletes. You could argue they shouldn't get paid since they get scholarships, places to live, and free food, but there's a number of things wrong with this argument. Scholarships pay for school, yes, which they only go to play football and maybe make it to the professional level. Free living is great and all, but you can't buy a PlayStation or TV to stay entertained. Free food is fine until the cafeteria closes and there's nowhere to eat. Moving on to the rules for income they can receive. They don't allow the players to get gifts from family or friends. The only time they are allowed gifts is when it's come bowl time, and they are only allowed up to $550 worth of gifts, and no more, which is measly compared to the millions that the NCAA will make over these bowl games. The coaches also can get compensated with bonuses up to $100,000 or larger. These players aren't allowed to have jobs, and they wouldn't have time for them anyway, since they have practice and they lift night and morning. Only 1.5% of D1 college football players actually make it to the NFL, per CNBC.com. With that small percentage to make it and get real money, they should get paid for playing, even if it's a minor amount of money. The most recent controversy involving this debate is the suspension of Chase Young, arguably the best college football player right now. He accepted money from a family friend to fly his girlfriend out to see the game, and he almost immediately paid this family friend back, but they still suspended him for this action. This goes to show how tight of a death grip they keep on these players. These players to ensure they have control. He ultimately appealed the suspension, which was originally for the remainder of the season, but was cut to 2 games. Chase Young is a potential number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft, but this absence could cause him to lose draft stock and potentially lose millions on a rookie deal. All because he wanted his girlfriend to come see his game. They are also not allowed to make any money off of their name. This includes things like starting a simple YouTube channel and monetizing it, or selling autographs. This shouldn't even be legal to impose these rules, since without these players, the NCAA would make zero money. I think the players should get more than $0. Granted, they shouldn't make as much as the NFL players, but because they don't generate the same revenue. But they should make the same percentage of revenue that the NFL players generate. Overall, the NCAA is a corrupt organization and needs to allow its players to be paid. The players put in the same amount of time, possibly more than professionals, yet they aren't compensated fairly, or even allowed to try and earn any money off of their name. The entire nation is starting to take notice to this, and California has even passed a law allowing players to get paid, hopefully paving the way to where the players can get compensated fairly in the future.